Tractor suppliers have been caught using a special product.
For some mysterious reason, in the past few months, there's been loads of videos popping up all over social media of people buying what looks like fake food. It all started just a couple of weeks ago in the United States when several people started noticing that there was something off about the watermelon that they were buying on the supermarkets.
So I got this watermelon up, and I like to rinse my watermelon before I cut it, and it's like pinning. Does anybody has problems with their watermelon like this? Oh my gosh.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
There are dozens of videos where people buy watermelon from the supermarket and it looks strange. Sometimes it looks like plastic, sometimes it makes these weird noises, and sometimes, or many times actually, it feels as if it's made out of rubber.
So I cut watermelon for my kids, and they're all bringing it right back, saying they don't like the texture. And I've seen enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like, you gotta bend it so far before it will break.
But it wasn't just rubbery. There was something else about the watermelon that was bothering a lot of people.
Okay, y'all, I threw this watermelon out over a week ago. It smelled really good. Bought it from Walmart. Cut it open, and it was like plastic. Tasting it was absolutely horrible. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I threw it outside. This is a week later. It looks like mud. What's going on?
It was pretty obvious that there was something off about the watermelon, and a lot of people were noticing it. But here's the thing, it wasn't just the watermelons.
This is a cocktail.
There you go. Come
People were also noticing the same thing happening with avocados, blueberries, bananas, and the list goes on.
We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy. It looks very fake and Play-Doh.
In this next video, Ari Osborne explains how she bought blueberries in the supermarket. When she gave it to her kid, she noticed that one of them looked like it was made out of rubber. Check this out.
It's left in her little bowl, and I put it down the drain for the garbage disposal. And I push the button, it's doing its thing, but there's a clanking, and it sounds like something's stuck. So I go in the drain, and there's a blueberry that's not breaking apart. It's not. I pick it up, and why is there a rubber blueberry in my toddler's snack?
She cut it in half, and it actually looks as if it's made out of silicone or something like that. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger. In this next video, a woman tests out the food in the supermarket using a magnet, and this is what happens.
Look at this shit. Put a magnet that I got from here into the great chicken. Try great. Look at that shit.
After these videos were posted and became a viral sensation, it made a lot of people ask the same question. Are we possibly eating fake food? What's your take?
Shalom. Let's give all praises, all and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the understanders and apostles of great ministers do well. Salutation to the brothers around the artists of preaching us with truth and sincerity. Yeah, and this is what is going on in this day and age, in this world, in 2024, in up here 2024. When you check it out, there's a whole set of fake foods we are eating, we are consuming, right? And so he ain't like nothing more than a prophet. He ain't like nothing more than a prophet, and to defile the body of the children of the Lord, right? Because he knew how our laws and our constitution is, right? and he's basically against that, right? He's basically against the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and against us living uprightly, right? And this is why all these foods around the world. What you go on in the first clip, which is this one here with the Simpsons, right? They basically showed you, and I in fact checked to see how or when this episode was made, but I know it's a while back, right? So imagine if they could predict this, but they literally know is exactly what is going on. They literally know that is what they are doing, right? And when we consume these foods, what you feel going on? You feel like good for your system. It is not good for your system, but it's because the Lord, when the Lord made, right, when the Allahams, well, I would say the Lord, when the Lord made the earth, and he made the sun, and he made the trees, and he made the animal, and the oxen, and all these fruits, and all these different types of foods, right? He said it was good. And for you now to come and change that and do, because you know the scripture talk about the heart is deep, right? So they know all these psychology and how to splice these different genes and stuff. Yeah, they know how to do that, right? So when they come and make synthetic apple or synthetic grapes, like or synthetic grapes or bananas or any different type of foods, right? We feel it's good. It ain't good anymore because it basically changing certain aspects of what the Lord made of the apple or the banana or the grape, whatever it may be, right? And adding from it and taking away from it, that is an abomination in the face of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because they basically doing this for us to, cause they know the Jake can't eat it. Because when I check it out, the prices for all these GMO foods and the natural stuff, the GMO gonna be cheaper than the natural stuff, right? Because when I check it, organic is being more expensive than non-organic. Because why? They basically put it in that way for jigs to buy the cheaper one, because they don't know we is the poor in the face of the earth, so we gonna look for the cheapest thing. Not all the time maybe looking for the cheapest thing, but a lot of times we can't afford to buy organic almond milk or the best, because they just basically make it more expensive. They just basically make it so, put it in that way, so hey, these niggas around the face of the earth, what do you who are the bottom of the barrel? Yeah, they gonna buy this and eat this and stay the file. That's how they thinking, and when they check it out, so let me tell the best of this and the best of that. Fresh picked grapes, fresh picked apples. You understand? Real bananas. You understand? They ain't eating this shit, but they want us to eat this shit. The what the Jakes to eat, the Israelites, I go see, right? The Negroes, the Latinos, the Hispanics, right? They gonna want them to eat the nonsense, and Esau eat them in the penthouse, eating the best of the best. What you can see the last video here, when the
For some mysterious reason, in the past few months,
when she had the magnet on the chicken, right? What's going on here? They even adding more iron to these foods on them. That is show Esau he's a vile man. The scripture talk about he's a vile, wicked man. If you didn't want to believe the scriptures, then look, you're seeing it here. I have one more video to play, and I'll play this one time.
Major suppliers have been caught using a special product known as meat glue to stick together scraps of meat to sell as prime cuts. Here's Rodney Lowe's with this special investigation.
I've just got some fine diced dice.
And that is sure they're using glue, right? And it be kind of funny. He was like, boy, you see, and that's not my boy. Yeah, we said it out, but I see they using glue to stick up all these meats. Like, what the fuck, Isa?
Beef and my special enzyme. I'm just going to mix it up a bit. Why have we got the masks on? This is dangerous.
Yeah, the man was like, hey, we have one mask for. He just cooking, yeah, one whole mask. Yeah, but this is dangerous shit to dealing with here, man. Yeah, and a lot of Jake's eating this normal. I believe it was brother Ahmad Bayan from Giant Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad. He did a video. He did send a video, my bad. He sent a video to us the other day because he's a chef now, boy. Right? He's one of the chefs in the camp, and he does be having to deal up with these stuff on a daily basis. And he sent us a video with some beef that they had in the freezer. And when he put all the beef in the freezer, it's like the beef is basically it stick together, and it's like the same enzyme or the same meat glue they have here, like it worn off because how long they may had it in the freezer. It's like it breaking apart like the glue that's, and when they glue something together, and when that glue durability of that glue just depreciate and diminish after it just fall apart. But right, that beef was falling apart. Cause I know from way back when we have, cause I have a lot of meat shops on my side, right? When they when you buy beef from them and they cleaning the beef is, and sometimes you're trying to pull out a piece of a skin from a beef and it's so tough, it ain't wanna come out. You understand?
See that? Don't breathe that in.
This powder is transglutamase enzyme, otherwise known as meat glue. Meat glues come in a number of forms, some produced by cultivating bacteria, the others, the primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle, specifically.
And hear that fuckery. Wow. I could turn it back at 10 seconds. Right? They say it's made from bacteria. That's some effed up shit, Esau.
Glue. Meat glues come in a number of forms, some produced by cultivating bacteria, the others, the primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle, specifically.
Do you understand? Pigs and cattle from blood. The blood plasma. I don't know where's the blood plasma, but basically how it's sung, and I must switch it up one time if it's that. Blood plasma, let's see if I get it. Alright, I'm gonna check up the blood plasma. Right? Here it says here.
Blood plasma. Noun. Blood plasma. The clear fluid portion of blood in which the red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets are suspended, forms serum upon clotting.
Right? So basically it is the clear fluid portion of blood, right? Because I know sometimes let me say, you might pop a button in your face, a pimple, right? And then you just see a little clear, you just see some like clear liquid coming out of your pores, out of your skin, then you can see blood after, right? Or it might be even inflammation in your foot. Sometimes you'll see some clear liquid come out, and then you'll see blood after. Yeah, it could be that they're speaking about, right? And that is show how wicked and vile this man is.
Major suppliers have been caught.
That's fucked up, man.
Powder is transglutamase enzyme, otherwise known as meat glue. Meat glues come in a number of forms, some produced by cultivating bacteria, the others, the primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle, specifically the coagulant which causes blood to clot. Ours uncooked is easy to...
And how much you bet me, right? I could bet on it. I could bet on it when they're making this meat glue is mostly the percentage of the blood plasma of pigs is a higher percentage than of the blood plasma of cattle. Can I just show wicked and vile so is?
spot the difference. But cooked is another story.
Okay, so the meat glue one is on the right, and the real McCoy is on the left.
And watch it. What's the difference between the one with the meat glue and the
What? Ours uncooked.
meat without the meat glue? What's the difference? Such a nice and a nice piece of juicy piece of meat, how it looking nice and juicy. And the next one is looking like it just put together.
Is easy to spot the difference. But cooked is another story.
Okay, so the meat glue one is on the right, and the real McCoy is on the left.
And it's not just beef. Pork, lamb, fish and chicken are all stuck back together using this glue.
If this food is sold or represented as a solid piece of steak and you cook it rare, you're really leaving yourself open to get food poisoning.
And chances are, unless you're a vegetarian, you're eating it on a regular basis.
It says unless you are a vegetarian, eating it on a regular basis. Let me get the scripture here. This is book of Ezekiel 4 and verse 13, and it says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." Right? And hey, that's exactly what's going on upon the feast of the earth these days. Right? Because if we Jake looking to go on let's say they buy a snack. They turn behind the snack, yes, now bow and watching all the ingredients and searching up whatever they don't know about. No, these wicked jakes, they ain't give a nonce. They ain't give a toots. Right? They won't give a damn. Right? Some of you already be eating and ain't know what they're eating. Research on what they're eating and eat that which is good. Bible scripture talk about to eat not an unclean thing. All these things we are eating, you don't know of. You can see something new in the shop and you just want to buy it, you just want to try it because hey, you just like to eat. Or you like your belly. Because you know these Negroes and churns are like to say, I love my belly, you know. I love my belly, boy. What does it say? You know, so they say the closest thing to a man's heart is his belly. Right? And a lot of these women, they be just going and seeing something to feed for this and to feed for that. Because remember, they living for the world. A lot of these women living for the world and living to please your flesh. Right? So when you see something and you like it, you can try, you can want to try it, and then a lot of you all, majority of you all I should say, majority of you all not checking up and researching what you're eating. Right? And how much of these things have right, pork residue and all these pork extract and all these other unclean stuff that we eat that they're eating. And they ain't even know. You didn't even know. Research is a serious thing. Because this white man, they don't like us. And all these other nations also, because they're doing the same thing as these white them. Right? You feel it's okay about when he make all these splicing all these genes and all these fruits and all these animals, right? And giving us to eat. You feel they want to do right by us? No, they don't. They love doing that. They love doing wickedly. The Lord said that these things are abomination to us. The scripture still here in God that saved here. Right, Leviticus 19:19. Right, it says, "Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with other diverse kind." Right? I think I had it saved. I'm checking screenshots. I got to open.
Staple. C.
Wait, no, Bakasha. Right. Right. This is the Leviticus 19:19 in my so they say, "You shall keep my statutes, thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with other kinds." I'm going down into the word gender, and it says to lie, stretch out, lie down, to lie down, or for repose. It say for copulation, for women with beasts. It say to cause to lay down for cattle breeding, right? So you ain't letting your animals being bred with other animals. That is abomination. The Lord don't like these mingling together, these intermingling together with other beasts, other animals, even fruits. The Lord makes something good when he sees it was good. That if he wanted it to mingle together, then he would have mingled it together himself, right? I'm going to this last piece of prayer and I'll close it off. This is the book of Deuteronomy. I think it's 22 and 8 or 5. I can't remember if it's 8 or if it's 5. 9. Deuteronomy 22 and 9. It said, "Thou shalt not sow in thy vineyard with diverse seeds." So when you're sowing your seed, it comes like the same thing as these that these Edomites and them coming on making all these grafted fruits, grafting this in with that, and grafting that in with the other, right? That is an abomination in the feast of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord don't like that. If he wanted it so, he would have done it himself, right? So thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruits of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. So when Esau, Edom do this and make all these grafted and all these GMO foods for us, what they doing, they make and they basically defiling our body. We by us eating these things and not knowing what we're eating, we are being defiled and you didn't even know it. Look, the same thing it says here from the Leviticus 19:19. Continue here in the scripture, Deuteronomy 22 and 10. It says, "Thou shalt not plow with an ox and an ass together. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of woolen actually, which is wool and linen together," right? Going back into all the frequency that is being pushed off from our bodies to these clothing that we have on, these mixed clothing. It basically diminish our aura. It basically diminish the frequency that we be being pushed, that we be letting out, right? With that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Shalom, shalom, shalom.